Fishkill Farms is an apple orchard and diversified fruit and vegetable farm in the town of East Fishkill, New York, which lies in southern Dutchess County. The farm was bought by Henry Morgenthau Jr. in 1913. Despite the farm going under different forms of management, it is currently owned by the Morgenthau family once again. Henry Morgenthau Jr.'s son, Robert, lives on the farm property. His son Josh runs the family business. The largest crop on the farm is apples. Currently, more than 50 varieties are located throughout the 60-acre apple trees. These apples range from Macintosh and Golden Delicious to Cox Orange Pippin and Esopus Spitzenberg. Soon, varieties like Pink Lady, Cameo, and Honeycrisp will be available for picking. Besides fruit and vegetables, Fishkill Farms also has 20 acres of CSA land plots for vegetables, several berry patches, 3 greenhouses, and pasture-raised hens. Currently, there is a flock of around 1,000 pasture-raised laying hens, which are breeds consisting of Red Star hens and Araucanas. All the hens are given organic feed. They roam during the day in large, fenced-off spaces while eating the grass and insects in these areas. This allows for the egg yolks to become a deep, dark yellow. At night, they sleep in mobile coops, which are periodically moved to different parts of the farm. The hens find the insects that attack the apples, and there has been a large reduction in insect damage to the apple trees where the chickens have been located. There is also evidence that their manure below the trees helps break the cycle of some of the worst apple diseases that are currently affecting the farm.
Shut up!
In the spring of 2009, the farm's 100-year-old timber frame barn complex was completely lost in a fire. Along with the main barn, a newly added packaging area and a cold storage unit was also lost. No people or animals were hurt in the fire, but sadly, many valuables and family heirlooms were destroyed.
Well, we've changed a lot since then. I think it was an electrical fire. It burnt down the whole thing. We got some returns from our insurance to build a new one, and it gave us more capabilities. But I think it was part of a general incentive to revitalize the farm. We used to close in the winter. We had the idea to stay open for our farm store.
In the Fishkill Farms store that is located on the property, fruits, vegetables, homemade candles, alcohol from local distilleries, fresh bread, pasture-raised eggs, and more are for sale. The majority of the items located inside are either from small businesses around the area or products and produce that are grown or made at Fishkill Farms. The bakery inside this market makes mouth-watering apple cider donuts and pies, which use real butter and the farm's fruits when able. Also, the store carries gourmet cheeses from nearby dairy farms, along with local milk, grass-fed beef, and many more artisan New York food products. Some local businesses that sell their products and produce in the farm store are Millbrook Winery, Beacon Bread Company, Hudson Valley Fresh Milk, and Lively Run Cheese. One of the most popular items in the Fishkill Farm store is their homemade apple cider.
The process of the cider, first you have to clean your UV machine to make sure that everything is properly done the right way. And then you select the apples that you're going to use to make the cider, which sometimes like 9 or 10 different varieties of apples, most organic at times. And then we grind them, we press them, bottles.
We use integrated pest management for maybe 70% of the apples, which is like something between grocery store, spray everything, and organic, where we spray on an as-need basis. We have approved sprays. And then maybe 30% of the apples are only using organic and natural sprays that are approved by a company. We don't have our certification yet, so that takes money and time and all sorts of procedures, but we're working on it, and we got the good stuff. We're always trying to get new things in, go more towards organic and just more trees and things like that, but we get so popular and overpopulated at a certain point in the year during fall that we have problems regulating traffic, hiring enough people, keeping everything safe. Our donut lines and our grill lines go for like miles, and people get cranky, so we're trying to grow to be big enough to support that and get new buildings and things like that. Smaller farms that didn't have the same means for protecting their crops might have lost a good deal of what they have. Certain types of apples that bloom early, we know we're not going to have. So we might be dealing with, we've estimated to be like a 60% crop. But other fruits, peaches, maybe blueberries might be gone completely, which is huge not only for us, but for like prices at markets and things. It's like a huge environmental thing that not a lot of people might know about unless they live close to here and they heard the helicopters and saw the fires at night. So our most popular Facebook post is the one explaining to our neighbors and like has a picture of the helicopter. And we have smudge pots, which are like these little ovens that you put diesel fuel in, and you put them tree by tree, and then barrels that we just put wood in and just spaced it out in the orchard. Took a lot of manpower and a lot of time, and you had to light them overnight. So we had crews here at midnight lighting them, keeping them safe, and use a helicopter to come and push the heat down. It only raises the temperature in the orchard like 4 or 5 degrees, but it's enough to save the buds.
The farm store is open 7 days a week, every day, from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. However, this doesn't mean that the day is over for the workers. Before the store opens and when the store closes, the workers are diligently doing their jobs. With over 100 acres of land and over 1,000 hens to look after, there's a lot to manage. When the day is finally done, the workers don't usually use walkie-talkies. Instead, they each have a call that they use which echoes throughout the fields.